everyone, it's me, Shania. How are you guys? So honestly, I'm feeling really tired. I'm feeling so tired and I'm feeling like I don't want to do anything except just relax and watch some Power because I've been hooked on that show. Just started watching it, so I really don't feel like doing this, but I'm just doing it because I'm trying to stay committed to what it is that I'm trying to achieve, which is consistency, particularly on Thursdays, just posting a video every Thursday. I wanted to commit to posting a DIY tutorial every Thursday, but clearly that's not happening, so instead I have been just trying to say, okay, a little less pressure by just posting any video on Thursday. So this is what you have. And so, let's get into it. So today I'm going to be doing what I did not last Thursday, because last Thursday I posted a DIY tutorial. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's a DIY tutorial on how to make overall pants, and they're really cute. So if you didn't check that video out, you should check it out. But the Thursday before that, I made a video on me just answering random questions. So I had a bag and I pulled questions out of this bag here and then I answered them. So I'm going to do that again today. Again, I'm really tired. So if I seem not like myself, it's because I'm tired and I'm trying to push through. You know what I mean? So yeah. Alright, first question. Oh, I took two. Alright. Question. Boom. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? Hell no. No shade, but I'm not into stuff like that. I'm not really into like mythical, like fiction things. I like drama. No, really though. I like real life stuff. I like things that could be real. So like maybe romance or drama or comedy, but I'm not really into things that are like not real. So no. And speaking of which, Hunger Games, I haven't heard anybody say anything about Hunger Games in like ages. So does that show even still exist? And Twilight, I haven't heard anybody say anything about Twilight. So, anyways, next. What medical conditions do you have? Why do I have to answer that? What medical conditions do I have? I mean, what exactly constitutes a medical condition? But I'll tell you from the top of my head, I have anemia, which means that I have low blood pressure, which means that I get cold really easily, and even if you like touch my hands, they stay super cold. And anemia is connected to your iron level and how much like blood you have. Basically, that's like layman's terms. I'm not a doctor, so I can't get all scientific on it, but basically it's related to how much blood you have. So either you have high blood pressure or you have low blood pressure, and usually anemics are people who have low blood pressure, so they should try to eat more iron induced things, such as like, I don't know, broccoli, for example. Broccoli gives you a lot of iron, a lot of red meats and things like that. Because I'm a vegetarian, it makes it a little bit more difficult for me because I'm not getting any iron from meat. So I really have to depend on certain vegetables to get my iron. Oh, funny story. Oh my God. funny story. Am I really gonna tell this story? I'm really gonna tell this story. I'm gonna tell this story. So, I think I first got diagnosed with anemia when I was like, I think in 7th grade. Yeah, I think it was in 7th grade. The doctor had gave me these pills to take, these iron pills, these little green pills to take, and I took one, and it was, I distinctly remember this, it was like the summertime, and I had on these like lilac capris. Yes, back when I wore capris. I would probably never ever wear capris ever again, but whatever. Had on these lilac capris, and I took the iron pill. I don't remember like time of day that I took it. All I remember is that I took the iron pill. By the time it was time for me to go home, by the time I got off of the train, my stomach was rumbling, like rumbling. And I was like, damn, like I got a fart. So I farted. Mind you, I'm walking home, right? I farted, and it was not a fart. It was not a fart. Not a fart. But luckily, I was pretty close to my house, so I like literally ran home so that I could like release the rest of that shart. But yeah. And after that, I was like, I'm never taking these pills again, because I know now I see what effect they're gonna have on me. But yeah, and I'm just happy that I was not in class when that happened. I was not at school. I was not too far from home. I wasn't on the train. Like, I was like, it was perfect timing. So anybody out there, if you are prescribed iron pills, just, you know, ask your doctor about possible side effects, and make sure that you are home or within distance of your house before you take them. Anyways, I digress. So I can't believe I just told that story, but whatever. You know what? It's me just being vulnerable and open, and yeah. Alright, next question. It's a fat one. Do you spell the color as gray or gray? So do you spell the color as G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? Honestly, I spell it as G-R-A-Y because I'm American. If I was British, I would probably spell it as G-R-E-Y. But honestly, I kind of like how it's spelled with the E instead of an A. I think it's kind of classy. And, you know, maybe honestly, if I was British and I was spelling it with the E all my whole life, and then somebody told me, oh, you can spell it with an A, then maybe I'd be like, oh, that's totally, like, dope. I don't know. But it's one of those things. Like, we always kind of fancy what we don't have or what's, like, uncommon or unfamiliar to us. So, blah, blah. Yo. Seriously, legit, I'm so tired. Like, I don't want to do this. But I'm doing it, okay? So, it's commitment and it's dedication. And I hope you appreciate it. Alright, next. Can't get question. Do you eat breakfast every morning? Hell yeah, I do. I do eat breakfast every morning. I never liked eating breakfast when I was younger. And not that I didn't like it, I just didn't have an appetite for it. But now that I am older, I do eat breakfast. And usually my breakfast, I find that the best thing for me, for my body, for breakfast is fruit. I used to do like oatmeal for breakfast, or like I would do like an omelet with like spinach or something like that. But I find that the best thing for my body for breakfast is fruit, because it's like, it's not too heavy, and it kind of still kind of like gets things like working and moving and stuff like that. So yeah. And sometimes if I'm feeling funky, I'll do fruit and nuts. And the kind of fruits that I usually have for breakfast depends on the season. But as of late, I've been having like a lot of like pineapple. Sometimes I have like a half of a watermelon, or not a half, but like like a quarter of a watermelon. I always try to have berries. Berries are really, really good for you for breakfast. Like blueberries in particular. I love blueberries. I'm not crazy about strawberries. And yeah, and then I'll just have like a handful of nuts, so like cashews or like mixed nuts or something. Unsalted, of course. All right, next question. Have you ever had Indian food? Hell yeah! Shout out to my friend Martina, who she actually got married this past summer, and her husband is Indian, and so I got to attend my very first wedding ever. Can you believe? As old as I am, as young as I am, I've never been to a wedding before. So shout out to her for inviting me to her wedding. And the point of this is that she had an Indian wedding, and so I had like legit Indian food, not like Indian American food, like legit Indian food, and it was bomb.com. And what I love about Indian food is that I'm vegetarian, so they have a lot of vegetarian options that are just as good as the meat options. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, Indian food, like it makes you shit, it makes you poo, but that is good because it's cleaning you out. It's supposed to do that. Like, you're supposed to be shitting after you eat. Like, if you eat and you're backed up and you can't go to the bathroom, like, that is a problem, bra straps. That is a problem. So, it's good that you're going to the bathroom. Your system needs that. So, yeah, I've had Indian food, and I love it. I do. Alright, next. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Damn, that's tough. That's tough. I don't know. Honestly, I can't stop thinking about Rihanna in my head as my answer. But I'm not even sure if I would choose her as my sister, just because I feel like I don't know, like, she's just so dope, and, like, I feel like I'd be, like, overshadowed by her, you know what I mean? But then again, maybe I wouldn't want to be in the spotlight, and I'd be completely fine with her doing her, like, having her limelight, you know? So, I don't know, let me just answer the fucking question. Maybe Solange. Solange would be my sister. No, not Beyonce. Solange. I would have her as my sister because I feel like she would put me on. Like, I feel like there's something about her that's really humble, and I feel like she would kind of like bring me with her to her shows and say like, oh, you want to sing backup for me? Oh, you want to, you know, be an extra in my photo shoot? Or like, I don't know, I just feel like she's really like, I feel like she would cater to me as her sister. And she's cool, like, and she's not too like famous of a person for me to feel completely overshadowed, or like I have to walk in her like footsteps or whatever. So Solange, you want to be my sister? Alright, so I've answered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. I'm going to try to do 10 questions. And that should hopefully be like a half an hour of a live stream, which is a long live stream, but, you know, it is what it is. Next question. What's the first amusement park you've been to? Oh, but I want to say Canopy Lake. So if you don't know, now you know. I'm from Boston, and in Boston, well, not Boston proper, but like Massachusetts. I'm from Boston proper, but in Massachusetts, there is an amusement park called Canopy Lake. Not even sure if it still exists. And that was the first amusement park that I went to, and I believe I went there on a summer camp field trip. And yeah, boom. So That's all I gotta say. I think that was like the shortest answer I've given. Like all of my other answers have been like paragraphs long because I love to talk. And if you're watching this video, it means you like watching me talk, or you like listening, or you think, I don't know, whatever. I'm done. Next question. What's the last compliment you got? You're always so well put together. I'm not trying to toot my horn, but that is the last compliment I got. I was at work and someone today said to me, or wait, was that really the last compliment that I got? Yeah, I think so. So I was at work and someone said to me, "Oh, you look nice today." So she said, "Oh, you look nice today." And I said, "Thank you." And then she said, "Well, actually, you look nice every day. You always look so well put together." And I said, "Thank you." And that was it. All right. Honestly, speaking about compliments, I'm kind of weird. Like, I like getting compliments because a lot of times I have like moments where I doubt myself and I'm like, is this too much? Or is this like appropriate or whatever? Like, there's a lot of times where I question my style choices, but I'm also kind of like, I don't like compliments because then I feel like I'm kind of pushed into the middle of like the center of attention, and I don't like that. It makes me like, it makes me nervous, and it makes me feel like I have to like be perfect because I'm in the center, or I have to perform, or I have to be a certain way to receive that compliment. So sometimes it's just too much, but at the same time, if I don't get a compliment, then I start to think like, oh shit, like maybe I'm doing something wrong, or you know, maybe I think I look cute, but I don't. So anyway, Next question. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Se mi conosci bene, già sai la mia risposta. Ah, mamma mia, non riesco più a parlare in italiano. Peccato. Comunque, quello che ho detto è, what I said is that if you know me well, you know my answer. You know my answer. And then I kind of fucked it up because I always confuse the word for answer in Italian with the word for rest. So I think the word for answer in Italian is risposta, and then the word for rest is riposa, so riposare and rispostare, something like that. I always confuse them. But anyways, point is, I was trying to say, if you know me well, then you know my answer already. And then I messed up saying answer, and then I said, okay, exactly, I need to work on my Italian. So the answer to the question is, if I could be fluent in any language, it would be Italian. I don't like to say I'm fluent in Italian because I know I have things that I still confuse and things like that, but I'm like fluent in listening, I would say. Like, I understand very well. And I'm able to have a conversation. It's not that I can have a conversation, but I'm sure it would have some like grammatical errors or some like wrong words. I don't know, whatever. So Italian. Allora. Next, how many questions have I answered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this is the last one. Last one, all right? Last question. Can you whistle? Yes, I can. I can whistle. All right, so, and then I'm going to pick one more question for you guys to answer. We'll call it the bonus question. And the question is, have you subscribed to my channel? No, I'm kidding. Gotcha. No, the last question is, do you take any pills or medication daily? I don't, and I'm not big on medication. I believe in like organic, natural herbs, good food and things like that. So no, I don't, but let me know if you do. And actually, if you don't want to let me know, that's fine, because that's a little personal, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for just taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I'm sure there's a million other things that you could or would be doing, but you're here, and I really appreciate it. I value your time so much. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and share my channel with anybody that you think would really get a kick out of it. Anybody that likes fashion, that likes music and things like that. Definitely share my channel with them. And I'm sorry about the noise in the background. My roommates, you know, that's what happens when you don't live by yourself. Anyways, so yeah, as I was saying, just share my channel with anybody that you think would value it. And you know, interact with me, you guys. Like, I'm always responding. If anybody knows me well or has ever left a comment, they'll tell you, like, I respond like this. The longest it takes me to respond is like 2 days. But I love talking with you guys. I love hearing your questions. I love getting your feedback. And, you know, I'm always here ready and willing to know what kind of content you guys want to see me post, what kind of tutorials, what kind of videos, what kind of music covers, what kind of questions you want me to answer, and so forth. So don't hesitate to leave me a comment somewhere, or you could send me a direct message, or you can hit me up on Instagram, Shania Inside. Slide up in my DM and I'll respond. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry that I wasn't really my like full chipper self. As I said in the beginning, I'm really tired and I'm really pushing myself to do this because I'm trying to stay committed. So I'm sorry if I'm not like my bright like lunar self or solar self. Alright? So have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and be well. Ciao.